All right, I've returned, and we are gonna do some freaking AI dungeon. No, I did not ask you for you to do that. No, that probably was just like burp, and that was it. But I mean, that was just fucking the music attempting to do its thing. Oh, something's changed. I didn't actually read that. So it's gonna be a new game. Let me get this on screen right fast. Here we go. That put in there. Decently neat. Alrighty. Now, let me look something up right quick. I want to see just one thing before we continue. Oh yes. Oh, this is gonna be this is gonna be fucking stupid. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on the music. Unfortunately, this doesn't go on for very long. Wait. There we go. Let's go with custom. I already know. You are drill sergeant. I don't know. We're just gonna name ourselves James. James Phillips. You are, or I should say, you are Sergeant First Class. There we go. You are a drill sergeant at Fort, or excuse me, you are a drill sergeant for Charlie Company 210 Infantry Regiment at Fort Leonard Wood. You are a basic training. Shame that fucking Funky's music doesn't last that long. Hold on, let me go back, reset this to the first song, which is gonna be a bonus barrel. You have just received a bus of new recruits. They are all tired, hungry, and naive. Is that how you spell it? No. It's naive to what is about to happen. You must train these young, aspiring soldiers to be properly disciplined. I wish that this was not the music that was playing right now. To be properly disciplined. You are Does that properly explain kind of what's going on here? I kind of don't like the fucking... Oh, let me turn down the music just a teensy tad. There we go. And carry out their duties properly. And carry out their duties correctly. You will teach them... no, I'm not gonna go through the whole fucking regimen of what's going on here, but... this is what we'll do. So already, there has been something that the AI has done that immediately overrides exactly what I just said. Today will be the first day of your life as a soldier in the United States Army. You have been trained from birth to obey orders without question or hesitation, but today you are going to learn that sometimes things need to change. Today you are going to see what it means to die a warrior's death on the battlefield. That is not correct. Today will be the first... Today will be the start of these recruits' training. A long cycle awaits. There. Okay, well, it's shark attack time. So, okay, I'm just gonna say what they say whenever you come off the bus. Or, no, I got it. You've got 30 seconds to get the fuck off my bus. Raise your hand and yell, "Stop right there. I'm not going to touch you. And if you don't stop, then we are going to have a big issue." The first man to step forward starts running away as if he's been caught with his pants down. Stop running, Private. Oh wait, no, actually no. Yeah. Run, Private. Follow the follow the others to the PT bubble. They won't know what the fuck that means. The group of men start to get back on the bus. Some are too tired to run, so they walk slowly. The last man on the bus walks up to you and says, "Thank you, Sergeant. It would have been a long run for me." Fuck no! Private! Fucking run! You grab the man and throw him forward. He bounces off a bench. He falls to the floor, but quickly gets up. "Thank you, Sergeant," he says as he runs towards the other man. Drill, Sergeant, you fucking fuck! And don't say thank you. You get back on the bus and yell, "Follow me." You quickly walk around the bus to its front. Thank your recruiter, you fucking dip. Alright, what are you talking about? You yell at all the men to follow you. The men begin to follow behind and you can hear them struggling. You get fed up and decide to run ahead of the men so you can go as fast as you can towards the door of the barracks. You hop straight into a run and make it look easy. You reach the door and turn around expectantly. Hurry the fuck up. I'm just gonna basically, I might as well just put all caps on at this rate. The men get to the door as fast as they can and begin to struggle with the handle. He watches them struggle for a bit before yelling, "If you cunts can't even do that right, y'all had to pass a lot more shit to get through this semester." Semester. Honestly, that's pretty accurate. I could walk up to the barracks and be like, open the fucking door, and they come running up and they're like, how do we open the door? This seems exactly like what a fucking drill sergeant would do if something like this happens. He just, would, he wouldn't say fucking semester, he would like say cycle. Really, cunts is a very strong word. I honestly doubt that he would actually say something like that, or that you could say something like that. Not really because I've got a problem with it myself. I don't. But, some people do. So, I'm just going to put it right there, I guess. Shove the privates out of the way and fling the door open and fling the door open. Hold on, we'll put some commas. Fling the door open and begin berating them with choice words until they finally get inside. You push the men inside and follow them in. You don't touch them. You're not really supposed to do that. As you make your way past them, you look into their faces for the weakest of them. You see one who is struggling to carry his bag, so you grab it from him and throw it across the room while yelling, "Fuck, you have no business being here, Corum Sissy." That's accurate. That's very, very, very accurate. Like, what they'll do is, if you're like all crowding in, they will come and do shit like that to you. They'll be like, they'll walk the fuck up and they'll see if you're like struggling to hold your shit, or like if you drop it, they'll tell you like toss it across the fucking room and just fucking yell at you all day. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. You look like your gene pool collapsed a few generations ago. You Puerto Rican soybean. Hey, what's going on? I'm just playing AI Dungeon. What's a good word? You scrawny twat. Go go pick up your shit. Put it all together again and get to the back of the fucking line. Really is a lot louder than that. I just can't yell that loud right now. You pick up the bag and you throw it against the wall really hard. The man looks up at you in shock but doesn't say a word. Don't look at me. I will beat the shit out of anyone I see not doing what I say. I can't actually touch them. Like, this isn't the 1950s. Greatest part of the story so far? I don't know. Like, I'm a drill sergeant for a basic training company. So we're basically just berating new recruits. So just kind of like pick apart what's accurate if the AI depicts anything accurate, which I will beat the shit out of anyone I see not doing what I say. Is not really something they're supposed to say. They can't actually, nowadays they can't touch you. They used to be able to. Well, I say it's not the 1950s, but they used to do that really even in the 1990s before like PC became a thing. No, not as in personal computer, but political correctness became a thing, and then people started getting really mad because apparently getting the shit beat out of you when you're not doing what you're supposed to fucking do is a bad thing. They can't touch you anymore. So they can no longer actually physically touch you. They're not supposed to do that. If they do, that's not a good thing. But anyway, you yell as the man begin to organize himself. You take a head count and find 38 men. There's... I'm just going to put caps locks on. There's supposed to be 42 goddamn privates in my fucking platoon. Where the fuck are they? Got fucking lost on the way. Already not looking out for your battle buddies. That's okay. Don't worry about it. I'll get to the fucking half-right face here and shit in just a second. Okay, well, now Funky's armory is back. No, you know what to do. You grab one of the men and begin screaming in his face. Tonight you will be punished, but not by me. I have better things to do. You shove the private back into the crowd of men. You can't grab. Okay. It's fine. I'm just gonna do whatever. Go search for the missing recruits. I gotta find them. You grab your TR cutlass off the table and put it through your belt. You walk out of the room and begin looking for the missing recruits. You find them all huddled around a scared one who is holding his arm and crying out in pain. What the fuck? Privates! Are you the missing ones from my platoon? Everyone is inside for gear issue. And you are already lost out here. I can't fucking believe this shit. Get in the barracks now, you... I don't know. Oh, let me think. Let me think of something they would probably say to you. You fucking... they probably say something like, you mouth breathers or something. Just for that particular purpose. Like, hey, get the fuck inside. Like, I don't have time to come up with insults right now. You're about to start yelling more, but then you see that their pouches are all empty. That doesn't fucking matter. Your face becomes stone cold as you realize they have stolen your Chris. They were supposed to be... Stolen the Chris they were supposed to be giving out. What? I said get in the fucking barracks with the rest of the platoon. Like, what are you talking about? I don't give a shit what the hell that's supposed to be. Like, that doesn't matter to me right now. You scream to the man, then quickly run inside. You walk back to the barracks and then go inside with them. They are all looking at you as you stand two straight lines. You begin yelling names and throwing bags at them from across the room. The men run to catch them, sort through for their gear, and bring it back to the front. This sounds like, maybe this is more like Marine Corps boot camp, because I think theirs is probably different. We didn't do so well. I mean, I guess some are different, but what we did is when we showed up, we ran to the PT bubble, got the fucking shit smoked out of us for a while, And then we like went to an open spot and we all took our shit out and just like laid it out so everybody could see what was ours and shit like that. And you know, just kind of checking to make sure we've got everything from the reception platoon when we got there, or a reception company or battalion or whatever when we showed up. And because of that, like, we knew that we had everything. They didn't give us stuff there. Like, they did at the reception, but not when we had already got to the basic training actual, you know, area that we were supposed to do it. So when we got to our actual company, but that's besides the point. I'm not gonna say it again. This is your only warning. If I catch one more of you spineless dirtbags looking at me, I will pluck your eyes out, cook them on a, I don't know how to spell shish kebab, cook them on a stick, and force the private behind you to eat them. Kebab is best. I probably should have just said that. The man all looked to the ground, and you walk down the rows handing out guns and gear and other necessary equipment. You do not hand out the, like, I don't hand out the rifles. I'm not supposed to do that. You come to the private, who is still cradling his arm, still crying. The men around him part as you make your way towards him. You scream directly in his face, making him jump back in terror, almost falling over. Stop fucking crying, you goddamn pussy bitch. Those tears aren't gonna help the pain go away, and they definitely won't help you get through this. So suck it up. So suck it up and be a goddamn man. He stands there speechless, with his eyes blinking rapidly as he stares at you. Well, what are you waiting for? Get up and sort out your gear. Sort out your gear then. The private quickly jumps and begins sorting out his gear. You go on the next one, and the next, and the next. All right. Listen up. I'm gonna call out the gear I've just issued you. Get ready to hold it up. If you don't have it, let me know. Let me know immediately. You begin calling out names and giving gear out. The men stand in two straight lines holding their guns, gear, and Chris. What is Chris? Bismarck. You call out a gun with extra clips and Chris. Here, sir, he calls back, throwing his stuff on the ground where you can see it from far away. What? Do I get to name these privates? Pick up your shit, you fucking idiot. I don't need to see all of it right now. You know what? You know what? Drop. No, hold on. Platoon. A team. Holy. Half right. Face. Front. Leaning. Rest. Position. Move. I wonder if the fucking game's gonna understand what I just said. Then quickly get into position, you walk along the lines inspecting them. Good enough, you think, as you make your way down the lines. Eventually you go to the private you screamed at earlier. You, what's your name? So they're just in the front leaning rest, like, I guess. I guess, I suppose that's accurate when it's really supposed to be the push-up, you know. I don't know, what the fuck does he say his name is? I guess I need to hit enter and kind of let it continue. You ask him in the eyes. Simon Kirchner her Hauptmann. He answers in it. What in the hell are you talking about? Is that like air? Like her Strauss or like there's yeah, Strauss, isn't it? And her Muller or something like that was one of the dudes in fucking whatever. Is what the fuck? You sound fucking German. Why the fuck you here in the States? You fucking Nazi? I don't know. You're not. They wouldn't say that. I'm not a Nazi, sir. You are what I say you are in my platoon. They wouldn't say something like that to a German. Like they would get like immediately EO'd, but that's besides the point. Yeah, the EO would be like the private could go and talk to an EO representative and they would be fucked. But yeah, no, in the old days, like 1950s, if you were a German immigrant, holy shit. I can only imagine you would probably get called a fucking Nazi, a fascist, a guy. You'd probably get the nickname Hitler. And that would be what you had to deal with for the rest of the time that you were there. You know, like they would call you everything in the world, I'm sure. Shit scraper. I don't know, just come up with a random insult. Carlos not here or Carlos no there? I'm gonna guess it's not here. I'm pretty sure that should be right, but hey, what's going on? Welcome to the AI Dungeon stream. The music is not appropriate to what's going on right now at all, so. That sounds like, it was like Scrapper? I guess Scrapper is really that, so I'm gonna say Scraper. Get up. Get up. Stand at attention. Private quickly gets up and stands at attention. You start walking along behind the two lines of men as they all stand perfectly still. The push-up. No, hold on. The push-up. I'm just going to say that and then see if it responds. It probably won't, but I'm going to just try it. Private drops instantly to the ground and begins doing push-ups. You're not supposed to do... The rest of you drop and give each 20, you say, smiling. The rest drop and begin doing push-ups as well. All of them are struggling to do more than a few before collapsing, but the private you've singled out is still going strong. Whoa. Oh! Hey! I think the fucking German dude must be kicking ass. That wasn't what's supposed to happen, but I'm gonna let it slide. Like, what they should be doing, since they're already in the front-leaning rest, is they should say, when I say the push-up, they should say the push-up, and then I would repeat to them, or I would say, ready, exercise, and then count in cadence. Or they could say, the push up, in cadence, ready, exercise, and then actually do it in cadence. Otherwise, it's just like whatever. What is going on? Well, I'm playing AI Dungeon, and as you could already see, if you've showed up here, you probably know it was AI Dungeon. I'm playing as a drill sergeant in basic training right now, so I'm attempting to see what the AI thinks about how this is gonna go. Cause I just want to hit the AI with different shit and see how it reacts to it. So. Look at this Nazi fuck. Just outdoing all of you. Looks like the... I don't know how to spell Aryan. Oh, maybe it's like this. Let me actually look this up. It's not Syrian. Aryan. Aryan. No, that's not right. Aryan race, maybe. That's Indo-European heritage. This is not the same. Well, he called the... Okay, that is the same. Okay. Might call the German Nazis Kraut. Or Jerry, I suppose, is also their name. So Krauts, Jerry. There's other names. Technically, it's not World War II. I'm not really supposed to be saying that. So a drill sergeant can't say things like that these days. It would get him EO'd, so he can't say it. But, you know, if it, like in the 1950s, it's fine. But technically, this isn't supposed to be set in the 1950s. I don't know. Come on, Jerry. Let's see how many you got. He doesn't know what to say. Yo, you'll figure it out. He'll probably think that I'm referring to him as Jerry. You drop and begin doing push-ups as well. I'm not going to do that. Eventually, the private you signal out drops and begins turning blue. You think he might actually die. All right, private, get the hell up. You're in perfect shape. Take your gun, your ammo, and Chris, and get to the front of the platoon. Move. Chris, what is Chris? I gotta look this up. Hold on. I need to look up what the fuck this Chris is. Battle of... No. That's in caps. Hold on. Chris... Military. USA invasions. No. Why the USA? No. Military revolt for Chris. And no, that is not the same. Halo fandom. No, that isn't. What is Chris though? That is. Imagine doing this on co-op. I mean, it would be interesting, but I don't. Can you even? I don't think you can. Actually, no. Technically there is a quote-unquote multiplayer in this. It's strange. I don't know how exactly it works, but maybe we'll experiment with it someday. All right. Ooh, Creepy Castle. One of my favorite fucking tracks in this fucking game. All right, privates. It's time to go over It's time to go over some POI. I'm not actually gonna do any of this. Alright, the privates quickly sort out into their team. Team leaders each take a few privates and move different sides of the small training area. Okay, we shouldn't be doing unit movements yet. We should really be practicing DNC and stuff like that, so... so I'm just gonna say... Teach... I'm not gonna go into detail on this. Teach, drill, and ceremony. You quickly bring a private up to demonstrate. It's Simon Kirschner. Are we in the German military? Like, what the fuck's going on? This is how you stand at attention, you say to the group. This is how you stand at ease, you say, standing less rigidly. This is actually somewhat accurate. Sometimes they'll get someone to demonstrate. That usually doesn't happen. I guess I am, because these people are all German. But most of the time, they'll kind of like go over it, and then sometimes they'll do that actually in the reception, but they'll go over it again in your actual basic company. So they'll be like, you know, this stand at attention this way, make sure you're standing at ease this way. They'll teach you how to salute. They'll teach you how to, you know, do left face, right face, about face. And they'll teach you how to do that as a platoon. They'll teach you how to fall out of a platoon properly. They'll teach you how to march pretty much the first day you're there. You're already going to march, because you have to go get food, and they're going to march you to the chow hall to eat. They're not just going to let you just all walk down there, you know, out of a formation. So, this is somewhat accurate. Most of the time, they just get in the front and they teach how that goes, or they'll show you a slideshow. Sometimes they'll get someone to demonstrate it. It's not normal that they do get someone to demonstrate, but sometimes if they'll get everybody to stand at attention, and then they'll come down the line and they'll be like, you know, checking to make sure everything is like so if you ball your fist up and leave your thumb out, and you just put the thumb like on the bottom, or not really the bottom, I should say, but the lower articulation of your finger, basically just like you're jabbing it out in front of you, past your knuckle. If you take that and you gotta put it on the seam of your trousers, your OCP bottoms, or, you know, if you're wearing blues, you gotta put that on the seam. It's gotta be right there on that fucking seam at all times to be considered perfect. And they'll walk along and make sure your fucking shit is there. And then if they teach you how to salute, they'll have you salute while, you know, you get in a position of attention. You hold your salute, and they'll check to make sure that they can't see your thumb, because you're not supposed to be able to see your thumb pretty much from any angle unless they're standing at your side. Like from the front, you're not supposed to be able to see their thumb. So they'll look for that. They'll make sure that it's at the correct angle. Make sure that you're not putting your elbow like fucking way up in the fucking air, because you're not necessarily supposed to do that. Trying to like, they'll ask if they can touch you, and then they'll adjust you if necessary. That's not normally in the beginning. If you fuck up in like red phase, like as soon as you get there, they'll just smoke the whole fucking platoon. So everybody will be fucked. Inspect the privates to make sure they are doing drill correctly. $25? Privates! Where the fuck are the other... What is that, like 17? Yeah, it'd be 17 of you. Unless I split them up between my other drills. Nobody answers. I give you permission to... No, they will. They're just supposed to answer. Give you permission to answer. Speak or I'll have your guts for garter buns. I don't even know what that means. But that sounds... interesting. You scream at the men. I don't know, sir, the private you've been working with says. Sir! I work for a living. Private? Platoon! Holman! Half right. Face. I should probably do comma. Front, leaning, rest, position, move. Like, fuck no, you don't call me fucking sir. The privates all quickly get into position at the start of the orders. Alright, then speak, you say to the private. I don't know, sir, he says again, probably in the push-up position. You smack him in the face with your rifle barrel. Okay. You are not supposed to do that. You are absolutely... Let me tell you something. If you take a weapon as a drill sergeant and you smack a rifle barrel in the face of a fucking private, you are done. Your career is over. You are so fucked. Like, there is no way. It's not that you're... It's not just that you're hitting him. So, like I was saying before, like 1990s, early 2000s, you probably could have got away with that. Not hitting him with a rifle barrel, just hitting him, like striking him. That is what it is. But when you hit him with a rifle barrel, now you're flagging him. Your muzzle awareness, which is your gun, you know, there's the muzzle of your firearm, is never ever supposed to point at anyone else. One of the primary points of primary marksmanship instruction, PMI, is that you are not supposed to point your weapon at anything you do not intend to shoot or destroy. You at other points in time, your weapon is fucking pointed at the fucking ground. Unless you were at the position of attention in parade rest, where your rifle will point upwards into the air. But you won't have your hand anywhere near the trigger. You won't have your hand anywhere on the you won't have your hand anywhere near the handle. You've got it underneath the buttstock, and it is rested on your against your shoulder. I intend to see if friendly fire is on, sir. No, I'm not supposed... Oh, I'm the one who's doing it. I'm the one who smacked him in the face with the barrels. I'm not supposed to do that. That is not supposed to happen. You cannot fucking do that shit. Your gun, or your weapon, not gun, your weapon must face the ground, you know, when you're holding it in your hands. If otherwise, you know, fucking up into the sky. No, I smacked him in the face. That's okay. Like, I can see what it's doing here. It's trying to tell me that I'm abusing him and that I have the right to kill you where you stand at any time, private, which is not true. Don't believe that for a second. They might say something like that, but that's not really actually true. So don't pay attention to that. But no, I mean, I see what I'm doing. Like, I've hit him, and that's understandable. Like, if he hits me in the face with a rifle barrel, he's done. Like, I immediately have the right to physically assault him. If you point a weapon at a drill sergeant, they will beat the shit out of you, regardless of what time period you're in. It doesn't fucking matter. But anyway, I just wanted to point that out. That is so bad. That's so stupid. I don't want to listen to the King K. Rool duel, so we're just gonna go to Banjo's theme instead, which is this is Banjo Tooie. I probably should change the text, honestly. You know, you are right. I probably should do that. He's probably not lying. And that's okay. Like, if he doesn't know, he doesn't know. Alright, the push-up. I could just say in cadence. I'll say in cadence. See if it understands. I don't know, sir. I don't have the slightest idea, sir. He says in an annoyed tone. An annoyed tone. Good enough, you say, and quickly inspect the men. You can't say that. No, so, okay. If you point a gun at a drill sergeant. So here's the thing. I've seen... They don't really show it a lot in movies. This is what will happen. If you were at a range, there have been instances of this kind of thing actually happening. There will be a recruit, a private. He'll come up and he'll flag a drill sergeant. What flagging means is that you have pointed your muzzle at a person. You don't have any muzzle awareness. So instead of actually having an idea where your gun is pointing, you have then aimed it technically at someone, which at any time if that gun discharges, you could shoot them and kill them, or just, you know, wound them, whatever the case may be. So that's a no. It is, because they will, if you do that and they're near you, they will fucking put you in the ground, because you technically, in a way to them, you're making an attempt on their life. If you point at another private and they see you do it, they'll put you in the fucking dirt. Like, they don't give a shit. Like, if you're not paying any attention, then you're gonna get fucked. So you're not supposed to do that. Now, if they do it to you and they're not supposed to do, like, if you're just like standing there and they come up and beat the shit out of you, then that's a problem. Like, they're not supposed to do that shit, and you can report them for that now. But you spend a while inspecting the men's uniforms and guns. The men are all dressed correctly, but one of them has a few minor issues. Why are they still saying sir? I'm gonna change it. Hell no. You say, as you smoke the company platoon by making them all do a series of exercises as corrective training. There we go. A series of exercise. It's gonna be more. It's gonna look like this: 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then just etc. etc. I'm just gonna let. I'm pretty sure the AI will take it from here. Oh no. I was about to say estoy looping again, I suppose. Position of attention, move. And that will make them all move to the position of attention. Privates all quickly get into the position at the start of the orders. Alright then, speak, you say to the private. I don't know, sir. I don't have the slightest idea, sir. If you call me sir one more goddamn time. I swear to God, your girlfriend will hate me for yanking your tongue out. It's this out of your mouth, private, so you can't lick her fishy pussy. Am I understood? Yes, it's custom. Yes, it is. It is a custom game. Assuming this guy actually has a girlfriend. Would still say things like this too, especially back when they would say shit like this. Like I've heard of a story of like the drill sergeant came up and he's like, he held out 2 fingers and he's like, tell me why your mother likes these or something like that, or like your girlfriend or something to one of them, and they're just like, I don't know, drill sergeant, why? And he says, cause they're mine, basically. I mean, that's like, that doesn't make a lot of sense, and that's not incredibly insulting. It's just the kind of things that they will do. You stare at the private, daring him to say something back. He doesn't, and instead just stares back blankly. Now, I'm going to ask one more time, where the hell are the other 17 privates, you say, getting more annoyed with this crap. I done know, sir. Okay. I would say because your fingers are longer than your you wouldn't want to say that. They wouldn't necessarily do anything to you. They would yell at you because they're not allowed to touch you. Now, if, like I said before, if it was beforehand, they would probably beat the fucking shit out of you. But they would just yell at you probably because they can't touch you. They can't physically assault you. And they would have everyone in your platoon. It would probably go on for hours. Like you would be so like destroyed by exercise by the time you're done. You'd be like freaking so worked you would be dying. Like I've seen some of the things that these people do, and they get very, very, very creative in the things that they come up with to get their to smoke their platoons with. It is some of the most ridiculous shit. He'd probably have y'all like run laps around the barracks for like 2 hours, and then like do exercises in between. Like the amount of shit that he would get you to do would be insanity. Because people wouldn't shave, they would have them take their they would have them get in the appropriate attire, take their razor, put the shaving cream on their face, hold a canteen cup, which is a little tin cup, kind of looks like a kidney in a way, fill it with water, and you then would lunge like up and down. Like you would go down the halls, you would go down the stairs, up the stairs, fucking back and forth down the halls again. You would do like the whole barracks, and you would do several laps of the barracks, and you would shave at the same time until every single person is clean shaven. You would be and that could happen. That could go on for like hours. Like, I mean, if you're not shaving, and if you're already clean shaven, you are expected to still shave. Your shaving cream has to come off of your fucking face. There is nothing that can be done about it. It's not fun. These people are very creative at what they come up with. I don't know, sir. IED. No, don't say anything about IEDs. Like, you're not supposed to have an improvised explosive device, and they're not supposed to either. Okay. That's fine, Private. How about you set off around the barracks? How about you set off running around the barracks until you find them? I'll let you know when you have. Run! You point at the door as you scream, "Run, Private, run. If there's any privates you find don't belong here, I'm going to make sure you know about it." Private makes a run for the door and you yell at him to go faster. Don't just stand there. Chase him. Chase him. In fact, the whole platoon can run laps until the other 17 are found. The rest of the privates begin running. I don't expect them to get back here. I expect them to bring the missing ones back here. Move out, men. The platoon quickly leaves as you take a seat in one of the chairs outside the barracks. See, they would probably were not gonna say "move out, men" or anything like that. They're just gonna fucking yell at you, and yeah, then have a seat probably, just like big chill on a fucking bench and wait around until you all get incredibly tired, and then they'll yell at you some more. And if you get tired, they'll make you do push-ups until you can't do push-ups anymore, and then you'll get even more tired, and then they'll make you run more laps. So yeah, it is what it is. Watch the privates run laps around the barracks for an hour. One of the privates, a Jared Fletcher, comes jogging up to you. "Where are the others?" you ask. "We couldn't find them, sir. They were already gone. Why are you still calling me sir?" "They left without reporting to superiors." "That's it, Private. The whole platoon is doing push-ups until they return." And that seems pretty reasonable. Do push-ups until they return. Alright. Watch the platoon do push-ups for about 2 hours. No, you're gonna continue. What is going on? I don't know. It's wrong, for one. You hear some grumbling as the privates stop doing their push-ups. If you get up and head over to you. "What the hell do you think you're doing? We were told to search for missing privates. We can't do that if we're doing pointless push-ups." One of the privates replies angrily. "Okie dokie." I got you. You call over the other drill sergeants. Eventually, they all arrive and smoke the hell out of the platoon until the entirety of your platoon are laying on the ground, barely able to breathe. You all sit down and think for a moment. Hey, Drill Sergeant Jenkins. That was actually the name of one of the drill sergeants that was there. Drill Sergeant Jenkins. You think maybe 17 privates could run off? They're not supposed to. The hell are you talking about? The privates that are currently missing, they could have run off, maybe? You immediately see the shocked looks on the faces of your fellow drill sergeant. You just want an excuse to smoke them, don't you? One of them says angrily, I'm saying we should find them. I want to know where the hell my platoon is. I'm not gonna sit around all day and smoke them past chow time just to have 17 of my recruits be hiding in the barracks. They need to be found. Now they need to eat. You begin walking around the outside of the barracks. Suddenly you see a figure climbing down from the second floor. You grab your rifle and aim at the head of the figure, who is now running away from you. Stop, this is the army! Okay. I'm not supposed to do this. This is horrible. Why do I have a gun? A drill sergeant never actually really gets a rifle in basic. They teach you how to shoot them, and they can take yours and be like, hey, you know, this is how you shoot the gun, blah, blah, blah. But they don't usually get rifles, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Identify the figure. No, you need a real pew pew. That's actually the way you said that there, pew pew. They called it that all the time. The figure jumps out of the way as you fire your right. Why am I firing? You missed, the voice says from behind you. You turn around and are met by a sight of a man putting on a hat. I'm recruiting for the army. It seems like you could use some men, he says as he puts away his hat. I'm a fucking drill instructor. You moron. Time I fired at school. I was trying to hijack the story. They always do. Who the fuck are you supposed to be? I'm Captain Thomas Calvino, and you're a recruiter? I was just talking to some recruits as they told me. I was just talking to some recruits as they told me that they had a brutal instructor. I came to see for myself, and it seems like this is the place. You're one of those fancy pants officers that got promoted because he's from a rich family, right? The music fits, so it does. It's just like, what the fuck is happening? It's like, now it's chaos. You look... I don't rightfully care what you're here for. I'm missing 17 fucking recruits, sir. I think it's probably a big fucking deal that they are missing. Why don't you send the MPs to fucking find them? No one else can. No one else seems to be able to. You probably wouldn't have a sergeant first class talking to a captain like this, but it's possible. Hold up there, they came to me for help. I can't very well turn my back on them now. You're in the army now and you'll follow orders. If you want to play hero and look for them after I have them all rounded up, then be my guest. The captain frowns at this. I'm not the one. I'm a sergeant first class. I can't give an officer orders. Oh, you know what? Go search for your missing recruits yourself. You jump off the building and start running towards the woods. You hear some gunshots behind you, but they don't hit you. You keep running until you reach the edge of the woods and stop to catch your breath. What the fuck? You know, that's exactly what I'm trying to find out. What the fuck is going on? Wait. What the fuck is happening? Someone got a goddamn loaded gun. I should probably do something about that. I mean, here's what I'm thinking. 17 recruits went and like used their rifles to create some sort of like group to break out of Fort Leonard Wood. You unload a rifle and throw it to the ground, then you take out your sidearm. Why'd I do that? Alright then, you say, who got the biggest mouth? I'm getting sick of this sniffling. You see the captain and your 4 privates emerge from behind the barracks. What the fuck is happening? I heard goddamn gunfire. Like, what the? No. Nothing major, sir. We just had some disagreements. It's all under control. I'm calling the MPs. Ready a weapon, just in case. I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to kill me. Your hands are shaking as you shoulder your rifle. All under control, my left nut, Private. What the hell's going on, you demand? The captain here says that we're all traitors, and if we just surrender now, it won't be so bad. This dude just came out of nowhere. What the hell is going on? This dude must be like either some sort of alien or a communist. Like, what the hell is happening? The captain? The captain? Sir? Is this true? The captain pauses for a second, then nods. Yes, he says, but they don't understand. They're just kids. You level your rifle at the captain. Drop your weapons, or he's going to eat lead. The privates look nervously at one another, and one of them takes away the captain's pistol. Bust his dumbass. Bust his dumbass with 5.56. Excuse me. Alright, fuck him. You squeeze the trigger, the gun bucks, and the captain's head snaps back as the bullet hits him in the chest. His eyes roll up, and he falls backwards. You quickly take cover behind a tree and reload your weapon, as do your privates. Before you know it, the captain has 3 privates, and 3 privates are laying face down in the dirt. Do I have a army with, like a fucking group with me? Honestly, I'm just trying to train soldiers. And now this happens. I can't fucking believe it. I thought he was taking away the pistol to shoot me, but it turns out that I had to drop the fucking captain. The AI's not going to be able to know what to do with this. I'm just going to hit enter again, and it should kind of get the idea. You turn to the 3 privates who were looking at you in shock. Well, what are you waiting for? Execute them. The privates stare back at you silent. What the hell's wrong with you? You heard what I said. One private angrily walks up to the captain and shoots him in the head. We're executing people? This is not right. You know what? I'm gonna overthrow the United States of America. Might as well go all out. Let's do it. You grin at yourself as your private's eyes widen. What? I said I'm going to overthrow the US of A, you commie. His eyes widen even further, and he angrily aims his gun at you. You laugh and shoot him before he can fire. The other 2 privates run off into the woods. This isn't fitting at all, but I don't care. Go recruit followers. I had a feeling. It's perfect. It's so good. It doesn't fit, but it's wonderful at the same time. You stand up and look around. The sun is beginning to set. It'll be dark in an hour or 2. You might be able to make it to the truck, take the radio, and send a signal from it. You could even drive back for reinforcements, or you could go back, go look for the privates and shoot them in the back. Go gather reinforcements. I had a feeling that the AI would do this. You walk towards the truck, and suddenly a gunshot rings out, and something whizzes past your ear. Oh shit. You turn around, one of the privates aiming at you. He's shot wide, but there's a sign of things to come. You raise your rifle and fire. He falls, blood staining his uniform as he gasps and twitches. No prisoners. No witnesses. Continue down the path, your gun raised and ready to fire. A rustle catches your ear and you quickly raise your rifle. The other private is standing there, his hands in the air. Don't shoot, he please. You don't listen. Instead, you pull the trigger, the gun clicks, empty. Alright. Looks like you got lucky, you bastard. Join me, or I bust your ass up with some 9mm. What in the hell is this? It's been a long time since I played Banjo-Tooie. He looks terrified, slowly nods. All right, good. So what's your name? William. I'm the sniper. Don't forget it. What? You turn and begin heading down toward town, William following behind. We're going to get some reinforcements. William. So stick around and help me out, and you'll get a bit of land when the government is finished. I really don't know what the fuck, like, who the fuck cares at this rate? For a drill sergeant to defect this fast is not really normal. What are we going to do? We're heading down to a town called Sodrin. It's got a population of about 5,000, I'd say. Lots of potential for us. You continue walking, leading your small band of soldiers. After a few minutes, you arrive at the town. Okay. Recruit people in Sodrin. I don't know where Sodrin is. I thought we were at Fort Leonard Wood. There was a fucking outbreak of gunfire on Fort Leonard Wood. Like, what the fuck? You stand up on the roof, looking around the town. William stands next to you, nervously eyeing the Desert Eagle in your hands. Why do I have a Desert Eagle? So, how are we going to do this? He asks. You point your gun at him. We'll do it like this, you say, as he stares out the barrel. Are you serious? Yeet. I don't even know. You pull the trigger of your gun, but nothing happens except the click of an empty chamber. William grins and pulls his own trigger. Blam, he yells as you feel a bullet whiz past your ear. You stare at him in shock. He sighs and holsters his gun, shaking his head. Why am I not reloaded? What the I'm the sniper, don't forget it. I say earlier as I'm not reloaded. Yeah, I'm not armed. Clap him with clap his ass by stabbing him in the throat. Stabbing his in the throat. You clap his ass, busted. Like, I don't understand what's going on. You draw your knife and thrust it towards his throat, but he grabs your wrist. He grins as you try to stab him again, but he grabs your other wrist and twists, causing you to fall backwards. You yell in pain as he drops down and locks your legs in a scissor hold. Your arms held tightly to your side. Okay, roll him. I mean, that's the only thing I can do is just buck and try to roll him. You struggle trying to roll him off, but it's no use. You yell for help, hoping that one of your comrades will come save you, but nobody answers your calls. Just tap out, William says coldly. You trying to swing a fist, but he twists your arms painfully. I said tap out. I don't fucking know. I don't have anything I can really do here. Let me think. He's kind of in a scissor hold. Interesting. Headbutt. You know what? Yeah, that's a good idea. Headbutt. Use headbutt. You headbutt him in the nose as he gasps in pain. He rolls off you and holds his face. Yes! Giving you enough time to get on top of him and lock your arms around his neck in a chokehold. You both struggle for a moment before William grabs your wrist and twists it behind your back. Bullshit. Crack his tiny neck. I don't know. You struggle for a moment before you feel something yank your legs out from under you. You hit the floor with a thud. You feel William's hands around your throat. You try to gasp for breath, but he's squeezing tightly, shutting off all airflow to your lungs. You begin to back out. William gets up and strolls over to you. William gets up and strolls over to you. Wait, hold on. So I thought that he was... There's two Williams now. He's a clone. Quickly draw your sidearm and bust him. I'm just saying busted because I don't really know. You reach for your gun, but he grabs it first and kicks you in the face. You feel the tooth break off, and blood begins to run down your chin. He pulls the trigger, blood explodes out of the back of your skull, and everything turns black. I guess he really busted me. This William motherfucker is amazing. Okay. Wake up from the dream. You lie in bed panting, you're covered in sweat, and William's mocking face swims into view. The horrors of war, the nightmares will pass, dear Jennifer. You'll get over it. What? You stare at him, trembling with fear. He grins and saunters over to you, unbuttoning his pants. What the fuck is going on? I thought I was in a dream, but apparently I'm like reliving a memory or something. What the fuck is going on here? Hold on. I'm just gonna do something. Suddenly, U.S. Army Green Berets bust into the room. Like, I don't know, Green Berets busted into a room means game over. They open fire on William. The bullets tear through his body as he howls in pain. He drops to the floor, screaming in agony. You stare at him in shock, watching as a pool of blood grows around him. Jennifer, he chokes out. Then a powerful hand grabs you from behind. I'm just gonna hit enter. You stare in shock as William's bloody corpse gets to its feet and advances towards you. Jennifer, we've got to get out of here, an Army Special Forces soldier says. You're too terrified of William to move, so the soldier snaps his fingers in front of your face. Hey, we've got to go. This dude's a zombie? What has happened? I'm not Jennifer. My name is fucking like John or James. My name is John or James, jackass. I shouldn't say that to a Green Beret. How about you drop this son of a bitch? What the fuck is going on? Fine, I'm Special Forces Captain John. Hey! You can't have that last name. Jason Kirshner. You can call me Captain J or Kirshner. Let's go. You stand up and follow him out the door. He leads you to the Black Hawk helicopter where a pilot sits in a chair reading a magazine. Ready for takeoff? Are we just gonna like... Are we really just gonna forget the fact that the fact that one homie turned into a zombie? What kind of Metal Gear style bull? Yeah, it seems like it. Like, what the hell is going on? Look, I know it's difficult to come to grips with what you just experienced, but we can fix this. There's a town a couple miles from this, and we can make it home there. We can make a home there on the roof of a grocery store or something. You stare at him in disbelief. This, honestly, cannot be fucking happening. He grabs your hand and you follow him into the helicopter. He leads you to a seat and quickly takes his own seat next to you. He begins speaking into a mic attached to his helmet. Black Hawk 1, this is Black Hawk leader. No, it isn't. You're... What? Oh, we clear for takeoff. This is Black Hawk 1. You were clear for takeoff. That is not how the fucking... I'm pretty sure that's not how this works. You were clear for takeoff. Listen. You have got to explain to me exactly what is going on here. What is happening? Well, the captain begins. Please. You're in a Black Hawk helicopter over a giant mate. Kind of points out the window. You follow his finger along a massive maze hundreds of feet below you. Goal is to make it to the throne and kill the Shrubber Demon Lord Bertram. What is happening? Oh, he's playing on the way down. We're going to kill Bertram, then celebrate with a feast in his dining hall. On my way over, Black Hawk 2 exclaims. Black Hawk 2 swoops down at a higher altitude and hovers next to you. Dude. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that, dude. I appreciate you stopping by, man. I mean, I play other stuff other than AI Dungeon and stuff, so, you know, my schedule I need to change, but keep an eye on it and drop in for some other stuff if you want. I appreciate you. Stop! What the fuck am I dreaming? No, you're not dreaming, Captain J says. I wish you were. What the hell is going on? Listen, the world ended years ago. If it's any consolation, you're one of the few to wake up from the coma. Black Hawk 2 lowers a ladder down to your helicopter. Come on. Are we gonna transfer helicopters in flight? Fuck it. Let's go kill a demon lord. You get out of the ladder and climb onto Black Hawk 2. Captain J slides over to make room for you. You sure you're up for this? The guy's stronger than 10 men and can easily rip a tank in half. That's way stronger than 10 men. That's like stronger than like 200 men. I'm ready, you say confidently. Black Hawk 2 speeds towards the ground. But before I can help, I'm gonna need a weapon. Captain J opens a panel in the helicopter, revealing a cache of firearms and magazines. He tosses you an M16 and a combat knife with a silver blade. Here you go, he says. You quickly load the rifle and flick off the safety. Not yet. The captain opens up the window, allowing you to fire at will. What am I supposed to... From a helicopter with an M16? I mean, yeah, I can still shoot, sure. I mean, that's possible. I'm not going to say it's not capable of happening. Become a Doomslayer. I mean, I probably could. So when do we get to this demon lord? Lord! As soon as you ask this, Black Hawk 2 slows to a stop. Through the window, you see an elf in dark blue clothing wearing a horned mask. Found him, the captain says. Hurry and get ready. You quickly put on a helmet and grab a combat knife and some C4. What's the plan? I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, I was trying to drink some water. We're going to draw this courtyard. With any luck, the elves will focus on you and not us. You have about 5 minutes to do what you can. The Whitehall helicopters fly away from the castle, leaving you alone in the sky. You drop downwards at a fast speed. What? I'm aerosol or something? Airborne? What's happening? I'm just gonna let it do its thing. Like, what the fuck? The elf stares at you, raising his bow. Hurry up and decide where you want to go. Captain J says, you look at the courtyard. There's a large building with a tower surrounded by a moat. You aim at the elf and fire your rifle, but he disappears from view. Oh my god, this is not going to be easy. I'm going to head for the tower. I should get a vantage point there. I'm highly doubtful that the Doomslayers should be able to be taken by somebody like William. He was obviously insanely strong. Good luck, Captain J says. You swing to the side of the courtyard. Unfortunately, 2 elves see you and fire their arrows. They both hit you in the leg, but you manage to throw your grappling hook onto the tower. I'm in, you say. The elf fires more arrows at you, one bouncing off of your helmet. Okay. I'm in. I'm in. Fire back at the elves with the M16. Ah. God. Fire back at the elves, killing one and causing the other one to retreat. Kicking open the door, you walk over to the tower. There's a spiral staircase in front of you. I'm going to head up the stairs to see if I can get a vantage point, you say to the radio. Good luck, Captain. That's exactly what... Climb the stairs to the top of the tower. You slowly head up the stairs, taking them 2 at a time. You get to the top of the staircase and head to the door. Pushing it open, you find yourself on the edge of the battlements. In front of you is a narrow walkway around the entire tower, which you promptly walk along. Behind you, the door opens. Okay, let's see what happens. You quickly turn around, aiming your gun. Don't shoot, a voice says. You pause. The person who opened the door is in fact an elf and a woman. She's drop dead gorgeous with a long blonde hair and perfectly tanned face. Her eyes are the brightest blue you've ever seen, and her body is proportioned perfectly. Okay, this was a very climactic change in music that was not incredibly good. Listen, bitch. I need power. Can you guide me? Can you help me out before I bust your dumbass? Elf, who was wearing some kind of a blue dress that's been stitched together from several different curtains, looks at you. You look like an orc, she says. The better to bust caps in the asses of elves with, you reply. Now I need power. Do you help me or what? I can help you. I'm not an orc, I'm a human. Before I bust. Shut up! Shut up! This way. The elf walks around the battlements and you follow her. Eventually, you reach a wooden door that's been hastily stitched together from different animal hides. In there, she says, you need to work quickly. If the king catches you, he'll kill you. Hold on, I gotta turn this music down. The demon lord? Whatever. Let me get some power, and I'll show you what a real, what the true power of humanity is. The woman shrugs and leads you to the room. Inside, you find several large tables, and they're covered in trophies. There's fangs, claws, and even a few heads nailed to the wall. What the fuck? You frown at the sight of the desecrated human skull. On the table itself is an assortment of different objects. You popped in at a really bad time because it's incredibly far into this story. I'll give you a quick synopsis. I attempted to do like a basic training story. I wanted to see if the AI would react correctly to an actual basic training event, and I'm not sure what it thought was going on. I guess it thought I was in Germany or something. I don't know, because it was doing something quite different from what I experienced. I attempted to train the soldiers. It worked out for a little while, and then we went to do drill and ceremony. And then there were 25 soldiers when there's supposed to be 42 on an average. So I was just like, okay, there's 42 soldiers in my platoon. There's 17 missing. Where are they? And they were like, we don't know. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to have y'all run around the barracks until you find them. And if you don't find them, then you'll just keep running until I get tired of you doing it. And then they got angry, came up to me and were like, hey, we can't find them. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just get some other drill sergeants. So I got some other drill sergeants. We smoked the fucking shit out of them. And then I asked them, I was like, where the fuck do you think the privates are? Do you think they ran off? They were like, okay, I don't fucking know. I was like, okay, I'll just go look for them myself. So I go look, and all of a sudden this dude comes up to me, and he's like, I'm Captain something, and I'm here to like recruit people for the army. And I'm like, I'm a drill sergeant, so what the fuck are you talking about? And then I'm like, I'm just gonna keep searching for the privates and, you know, my recruits, and see what the fuck's going on. So I go to the woods, and then there's a gunshot, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, people shot like at me, I think. And so I went back, and it turns out that the captain was like a communist or something. And I'm like, okay, well, fuck him. So I busted his ass, like killed him because he was basically a traitor. And then, like, and the whole time I'm like brandishing a weapon. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. So I'm like, okay, let me fucking, you know, bust his ass and reclaim control of what the hell's going on here. That doesn't work. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to overthrow the United States of America. And that didn't work out either, because then the privates, the other recruits that were there, turned on me and started to shoot at me. And then, so I busted them up and like ran to try to get reinforcements and recruit more people for my cause. And then one of the homies came up and was like, okay, I'm gonna be, you know, I'm with you. So we go to a village or whatever, and then I like go to shoot him, and my gun's empty. I'm like, what the fuck? So he like grapples me and beats the shit out of me, and suddenly another version of him comes up, grabs me, and then he chokes me to death. And then he like shoots me and kills me. So I woke up later, and I was like, wake up from the fucking dream, because I guess I'm dead, you know, like, see what the fuck's going on, like, what the hell's happening? So I wake up from the dream, quote unquote, and he's there. And he, like, is gonna rape me, I guess. And then Special Forces busts in and shoot him. And then he gets back up, like, he's dead, and then his body reanimates. And then they, like, take me out, and I'm like, okay, are we just gonna ignore the fact it's a zombie? And they're like, yeah, okay, whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck? So we're like flying in helicopters now. And I'm like, you're gonna have to explain to me what's going on. And they're like, yeah, so there's a huge ass maze down below us. I'm like, what are you talking about? So now there's a big ass maze that's ran by a demon lord. And now there's elves, and I'm an orc. And I'm fighting with an M16. I like went air assault and like fucking dove in and like started killing elves. I don't know what's happening. So the AI completely hijacked everything. I don't know what's going on. And I've only got a few more minutes to try to get this done. I'm losing my fucking mind, dude. This story... It is. When you, if you go to my YouTube or whatever later on, when I put this online, look at this fucking shit and watch it. It is the most dumbass shit. Like, I tried to go over like what it's like to be going through basic training, what about being a drill sergeant is like, what they can do, they can't do, what you can do as a recruit, what you can't do, kind of like the scenario that I went through, and then the story just completely went off the rails. And I'm like, okay, you know what, whatever, let's kill a demon lord. So here we are. So where is the well of energy or whatever? I need that power. Elder woman walks forward and picks something up off the table. It's a large amulet, the brown gem set in it. This is it, she says. You need to wear it. Alright, you say, let me put it on and we'll do this. Be my guest. Take the amulet and crush it with your hands, absorbing its power. Take the amulet from the elf woman holding your hands, closing your eyes for a moment, absorbing the town's power was blissful. You open your eyes and it's no longer the eyes of a human. Instead, your eyes are now shimmering, vibrant blue. Punch the elf lady into tiny pieces. You bring your hands up and prepare to crush the elf in a bear hug. However, you feel a sudden horrifying pain in your head. You collapse on your knees. It's a white, hot, burning feeling takes over your mind. What's happening? You groan. I thought I could take it from you. I was wrong. Overpower the pain. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna see what the fuck. What's going on here? I need to know who this is. I need to assess the situation. The elf laughs. I'm taking your body, and I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. You begin to feel your body change, your muscles weaken, your hands sag, and the skin begins to lose its tone and color. You stand using what's left of your strength to reach for your gun, but you're not quick enough. Overpower the pain and bust her ass with your mega fists. Stand up, grabbing the elf. You raise her off the ground, holding her by the neck. I'm sorry, you say. You close your eyes and choke the woman. She squirms for a moment, but quickly loses consciousness. You drop her to the ground before stumbling back from the table. Absorb her soul and powers for your own. With my mega fists. Got the elf holding her in your arms. She's incredibly light and fragile, unlike anything you're used to. You look down at her. The last remnants of her soul are drained from her. You feel something changing inside you, something wonderful. I am now. He's known simply as the dude. No, I'm trying to go for a feeling similar, but I just want to see if I could just do like a Wreck-It Ralph nonsense and just like tear everything apart. I am now the one. I have the power. Oh no. I have the touch. I have the power. You got the touch. Sorry. You hold it close, you feel your body change, you begin to lose all your senses. A demon lord enters your mind, your soul is ripped from you and for a moment you're in complete darkness. Suddenly you feel a surge of power, your wounds heal, your skin becomes chalk white. But what? Set out looking for enemies. You head out of the room, eager to test your newfound abilities. You walk around the empty halls before you find two guards standing around talking. They look terrified as you enter the room. Relapse, you say, staring at them. Two men nod eagerly before rushing off. Okay, now I'm in control. I'm king here. No. You punch them and you punch them so hard their their skeletons pop out of their body. I'm just gonna edit it because I'm just like, fuck that. I'm not gonna be in control here. Where is... What's his name again? Hold on. What the fuck? Bertram! There we go. Hold on. Captain J. This is James. Where is Bertram? Do you have a bead on him? He's in the throne room, a voice answers, but I don't have a bead on him. He's moving around too much. Alright, you say. We'll go together. Copy. Captain J responds. Captain J meets you at the door. Let's bust us a demon lord. Ah! You and Captain J begin to walk towards the throne room. You're still a little weak, so Captain J offers you his shoulder to lean on. You reach the doors of the throne room. As you're wide open, you peer inside, seeing Bertram standing alone in the middle of a large room. Run up with lightning speed and rip his head off of his shoulders. Just, just pop that thing right on off. You charge the room quickly, speed walking towards the demon lord. Bertram notices you, looking rather shocked. Bertram, I'm here to take you back to hell, you say. You stop at arm's length away from him, staring at him. He stares back, looking terrified. Clap your hands onto his skull, crushing it into dust. Like, fuck you. You step forward, grabbing Bertram. You grab him by the skull with both hands before twisting and tearing it off his body. He begins to turn into ash as you drop his head to the ground. Well, I guess it's over. Job done. Demon Lord slain. Stand in the room panting. You wait for Captain J to arrive. Your heart is beating fast in your chest as you feel you might collapse at any second. Okay. Ignore it. Game was rigged from the start. Several minutes later, Captain J arrives. Jesus Christ, she says. She? Says staring at the room. I didn't think it would be that easy. Looks like we saved the world, you said. Looks like it, Captain J smiles. Ha, Bertram was a dumb kid. Let's go find the president. Let's put some context on this first. You say he's got an important announcement to make. Okay, maybe we won't have to find the president in his office. He smiles when he sees you. Ah, you found you a new agent, the president says, and here I was about to order a search for you two. Well, I suppose congratulations are in order. Indeed. Indeed. I don't have anything else to say. President smiles. Concede the office to me. Done, the president says, smiling. You can take your pick for the Houses of Congress. Perfect, you smile. I'll be back in a few minutes. You leave the Oval Office, quickly walking towards the room where the Senate heads are meeting in. You knock on the doorway, patiently you hear shouting from inside. You become impatient and bust into the door, wielding a shotgun. You begin to slaughter the senators. This isn't too much off of what we did earlier with fucking straw humans. Yeah, doesn't know what to do. Come on, AI. The others in the room are silent for a moment in shock as they see you before the survival instincts kick in and they run for weapons. Shooting one of them yells, you aim your shotgun fire, and you flick the barrel, releasing another barrage of bullets. Flick the barrel? Twitch froze and stopped on. You became impatient and bust. Kill all of the politicians. Do not attempt to overthrow the government, everybody. You burst out laughing as you watch the politicians being torn apart by your bullets. You aim at one and fire, blowing his arm off. You swing the weapon to the right, firing another, and watching them get hit in the chest and collapse to the ground. They scream as you fire again. Their blood stains the carpet of the Oval Office. Crunch the president's head into tiny pieces. Into tiny piece. Crunch president head, tiny piece. You pick the president's head up, squishing it into a tiny ball, a smile cracks onto your face. What are you doing? The vice president asks. Exactly what it looks like. You reply, I'm taking over. But that's outrageous. The people will never allow it. James only know one letter, and that's kill. I'm sure the people will follow me. You say that people want a strong. The people want a strong leader. Strong leader. The people barely know you. The vice president exclaims. The people will learn to love me. You smile. I have no idea that this one's going to be a big hit with them. What's that? Pick up a camera and record you knocking the vice president's head off with your boot. It's like Duke Nukem or something. You walk towards the vice president, slowly raising your shotgun. You aim at his head, he closes his eyes, he opens his mouth and screams. You fire, obliterating his head. Close enough. Close enough, AI. Suddenly, the wall explodes as a truck crashes through it. The truck is covered in bumper stickers and banners and all encourage citizens to vote for Hazel. A dozen men armed with heavy machine guns pour out of the back. They begin to fire at the elite assassins. Terry, gunfire! Punt the truck and everyone in it into space. I don't know. Assassins? Like what? You run forward, grabbing the bumper of the truck and heaving. You turn around as the truck begins to tip over before sending your foot flying into the back of it and over the edge of the White House. You watch as heavy vehicles, men, and guns and banners fall out into the void. They went into space, I guess. What? Take a seat. As hours and days pass, you find yourself growing increasingly comfortable with the role of Supreme Leader. The people are told to simply obey whatever you say, and they do so. You find yourself rapidly growing tired of the job, and the only thing you really want to do is get back to the battlefield and kill mutants. The end. You want to know exactly what I thought it was going to do? Exactly that. I've had a very, very strong feeling that that right there was going to happen. I was like, the end, and I was like, okay, I forgot to put a period. And then it just did the world of cinemas. But you stop it and live happily ever after. The end. Just stop. Stop. Well done. You've beaten the Eternal Hero difficulty. Feel free to play again and see if you can do better. You load up your file, finding yourself standing in the hallway, getting to be to the door towards the door, and before a black screen flashes up, error, try again. Burn it. I guess the game's over. Game file corrupt. Game file corrupt. You're done. Goodbye. In transmission. The moral of the story is always save your game. Good point, actually. Good fucking point. Okay. I'm just gonna keep trying. And this time I'm not gonna put a period. Estoy looping. Oh no! Oh no! Oh shit! Hold on. Oh hell! It fixed it. It did it. It did it. It actually, but it broke through. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna see if it will. If I'm gonna see how long it might take. I'm not gonna do too much more, but I'm gonna see if it'll. I'm gonna impatient with. You become impatient and bust a large. It's all going like the same route. It's all kind of going like the same route. It keeps saying kind of like sort of the same thing. You become impatient and bust a large round into it. Like what? You become impatient and bust a huge tree. I should do that. I should do that. A huge. Impatient and bust a large in. I gotta see if it does it. I have to. I shouldn't, but I'm going to. No! You think if it puts a large. It's just. It doesn't want to do it. It doesn't want to. Okay. We'll become a little more explicit. You become impatient and bust a large, creamy. one more fucking thing. One more thing. I cannot. Oh, okay. Oh, I only got one more thing. You've become. I can only do one more thing before it gets to the point to where it's literally just giving it the idea. I'm basically just gonna be like, here's the fucking stuff. You become impatient and bust a large, creamy nut. The worst part about what he's doing is it's literally like ignoring the fact that I'm attempting. I'm not attempting to. He's telling me I'm like coming in a gun. You become impatient and bust a large creamy nut into it, and it's like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? I don't understand. What the fuck is going on? You give up the ghost. That's it. I can't. I can't do anymore. I can't. I'm done. That's it. Fucking literally. Yeah, thank you. I'm done. No, stop. Hey, stop that. Go away. Just go away. That's it, everybody. Fucking, that's it for AI Dungeon. That's it for fucking Straw Humans, obviously. Like, okay, I'm fucking done. I can't take this anymore. I gotta go to fucking bed. Fucking tune in on Thursday for more Oblivion and some fucking God of War extra stuff. Until then, I'm gonna see you next time. Take care and just whatever. I'm done. Goodbye.